Without a doubt, the single biggest mistake most people make when they buy solar is they get the wrong size system, as we've just worked out with this group. And this is absolutely critical, because even if you get a higher tariff rate, like they were offering a few years ago, 55 cents or so, or you pick up one of those fancy deals they're offering today with about double the going market rate for buying back your energy, if you have the wrong size system, you're still going to lose out. Oh, you might plod along all right for a little while, but mark my words, those tariff rates will change. They are not an indefinite arrangement. When the agreement ends, and they will, you'll be back on normal market rates and back paying a higher electricity bill again, even after buying your solar system. If you get the right size system, then the tariff rates don't matter quite so much. Look at it this way. If you buy a scooter, it doesn't matter if it was the top of the range bike with all the bling and it cost a small fortune, or if it was something cheap and nasty you bought out of the trading post second hand for a couple of grand. At the end of the day, a scooter will never take 6 people out to dinner on a Friday night. I mean, you need a minivan. So if you're a minivan house with a scooter system, then it doesn't matter if you did buy a top of the range latest quality product, you still bought the wrong size system. Now that makes perfect sense, doesn't it? In fact, when you say it like that, you wonder how you could ever get it wrong. But 95% of the general market get it wrong, and 91% of this group almost got it wrong. Good thing you're watching this webinar. Well done. The second biggest mistake that approximately 95% of the general market makes is that they focus on price instead of quality. Now, I don't understand why we need to keep having this lesson. I mean, don't you remember your grandfather or your father telling you to be wise in your spending and only buy things that will last? Then they would tell you some story about their car or their lawnmower or their tools, and they'd tell you that they don't make things like they used to anymore, and if you have to buy something, make sure it's good quality. I mean, it seems like we weren't listening. Solar's no different to anything else on the market in that respect. I mean, did you know that nearly every major complaint about solar installs, poor products, or misleading marketing practices from this industry are linked to companies selling cheap package deals? When are people going to wake up and realise that buying cheap doesn't work in this industry? In fact, it doesn't work in most industries, but we still do it. Let me tell you why most people end up going cheap for solar instead of buying quality. It's because when most people shop for solar, they do it like they're shopping for a new car. They price match 2 or 3 different dealerships looking for the best price. Now, they may choose a dealership over warranty, vehicle upgrades, they may have better servicing options, perhaps they like the salesperson who helped them out. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter which dealership they choose to buy their new car from. The Holden they buy is coming from the same Holden factory regardless. Solar doesn't work that way. There's such a huge variation in panels, warranties, roof bracings, grading in the quality of the stock, even in the way companies manipulate the government rebates on packages. It makes it almost impossible to get an accurate apple-for-apple comparison. And if you try to price match 2 or 3 different offerings for a 3 kilowatt system, for example, irrespective of the price point, you'll almost certainly be looking at totally different products. This is one of the reasons why at Solar Coach we don't price match. So please don't ask, you're going to get a negative response. It's because we never know what the other group is really offering, and all you do is put yourself in a position where you have to compromise your own standards just to get the deal. Well, I'm sorry, we'd rather walk away from the deal. So although we provide you with an extensive education process, which is yours to use, and you can choose to use it even if you don't secure your solar system through us, if you do come back to us, please understand that your other quotes will have no bearing on our process, our guarantees, or our products. And I don't mean to sound harsh, but I'm just trying to be clear. If we start to price match, we end up in the same ballpark as everybody else, and we already know that their way doesn't work.